You hear me better back there? Yes, okay, great. Okay, before we get started, everybody that's around the fork, I need you guys to go this way. So when we go to move the time capsule, that you will not get ran over. That'd be quite the historic moment. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Independence Day celebration where we are opening the 50-year-old 1976 time capsule. Before we get started, I want to invite Carrie Calisby-Tonkel, who was here at the OG planting, if you will, of the time capsule, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you'll please remove your hats, we're going to go to the major flag over here. Carrie, come on up.
Everyone please join in. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Carrie. Go ahead and be seated if you have a seat. Welcome, everybody, to this historic event. Today, we get the honor and pleasure of opening up the 1976 Bicentennial time capsule. This capsule has sat in front of City Hall for 50 years, and while I've seen the reported list of its contents, I'm curious of what has actually survived that 50-year wait. I'm thankful to be joined by our county historian and city council member Jennifer Zartman-Romano, who will be removing contents from the capsule in a few moments for you to see. But first, were any of you in the audience, I know there are some, that were at the closing of the 1976 time capsule? I want you to raise your hand. There's one in the back, here's one, there's one, let's see. There's one. Awesome, that's so cool. Congratulations for making it. Well, you may remember that in 1976, the Oakland Raiders won the Super Bowl. Cincinnati Reds were World Series champions. And the glory years, right? And the Boston Celtics were NBA champions. The total U.S. population was 218 million people. Columbia City's population was around 5,000 people. The average gallon of gasoline cost 59 cents. A stamp cost 13 cents. And the median family income in Indiana was $13,000 a year. My, how things have changed. I'm sure Jennifer will talk about what life was like in 1976 in Whitley County, but it's amazing what 50 years of difference looks like, right? As I was writing my letter to the future that will be buried in the new time capsule in a few minutes, my mind wandered to the future of our community. What will life be like for residents in 50 years? What will the storefronts of this downtown hold? Where will people go for recreational purposes? Or what will our healthcare system or government look like? What kind of festivals will we hold on these streets? And how will people connect to one another? Then my mind went in the other direction, and I sat in admiration for so many people who paved the way for our lifestyle of today. I think of the frontiersmen and old settlers who sat down the original homesteads which would eventually become this community. I think of the businesses that hung up a shingle nearby the railroad in order to get customers from passing trains. I think of the leaders in 1888 who created the city of Columbia City. I think of the business leaders and mayors and council members, community leaders and visionaries who built this community brick by brick and street by street. And yet here we are today, a part of history. We celebrate the semi-quincentennial birthday of the United States of America, honoring those who came before us while dreaming of what lies ahead. So as I conclude my remarks, I want to leave you with this thought. Humanity grows not by being opposed to one another, but by learning and growing from each other. Our community is made up of people from different backgrounds, different skin tones, different political persuasions, different walks of life. We are better as a community because of the melting pot that is the United States of America. We're truly better together. History is made up of the good and the bad. We can't outrun the failures of our past, but we also can't ignore the successes. A former history professor of mine from Anderson University, Jay Rogers, once said, "History does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes." Let us, on this America's 250th birthday, learn from the past, repair our divisions, celebrate our connectivity, and work together for a better future for us and our posterity. This is what our founders wanted, this is what our ancestors wanted, and this is what the people who put this time capsule in the ground 50 years ago wanted. Right? Right. Let's continue to build a future together for the next 50 years. So please help me welcome our county historian, Jennifer Zartman Romano, for a few words.
The excitement about
Yeah, you just gotta hold it right up against your mouth.
Okay. The excitement about this day, July 4th, 2026, has been building for a very long time. Surely every kid who paused during Old Settlers days to look or take a seat on the cement box that used to be over there but then got moved over there has wondered about the contents of that box and wondered what the Bicentennial time capsule might be like. I know I have. And today, as we are about to open it, I must confess that just this week, I gained some insight into what we might find inside. Just as the county historians before me, I tapped into the tremendous research tools available at the local Whitley County Historical Museum, and in the comfort of the air-conditioned research center, was able to pour through some documents from 1976 and learn a lot about what was inside. But given that we've all waited this long, I'm not going to spoil it by telling you right now. We're just going to look at it together and all be surprised together. I did spend a good deal of time, though, thinking about the people who participated in preparing that time capsule 50 years ago. Most of them are gone now, with the exception of a few, and I did a little research to figure out who is still around. Terry L. Smith, there's Terry, there he is, Michael Grant, Jim Hewer, and the most darling attendee of that day in 1976, Carrie Cleesky, Carrie Tonkel today, who are with us today. In the old photographs, I was delighted to see the faces of Hester Adams, Marguerite Stoltz, and Bernice Carver, trailblazing women in our community's history. I have long admired them and their contributions to our community, and it feels really special to be standing today where they once stood. I feel like we're kindred spirits, sharing our love of this community, appreciation for history, and a special interest in the poignant nature of what we're doing today. As a modern-day Whitley County historian, I'm honored to be part of this today to officially accept the items contained in the time capsule and make them part of the Whitley County Historical Museum's permanent collection. I have a document with me today that will be signed by our mayor, Ryan Daniel, and each piece will put into this acid-free box that we have over here and taken to the museum, where our staff will carefully and meticulously preserve each item. Once the items are accessioned by the museum, they will be put on display for a period of time so that anyone who wants to see them can have an opportunity to do so before they're put into storage where they can rest and be safe. Please watch our museum Facebook page for details on when the items will be put on display. So without further ado, I think we'll probably start opening that box.
Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, so this is the time where we're going to open the box. So everyone around the fork truck or the forklift or the Bobcat or whatever, please make room. We're going to flip the box back. So we have been trying to figure out for like months now how we're going to get into this box. And thanks to Jason for coming in on his holiday to help us flip the box. We're going to take the box out of the bottom, bring it up here, put it on the table.
lived here for a while, so I've seen things go on. I don't check the time. That's why he said they had to leave it, because they wanted the sidewalk in front of the police station to look halfway east, you know. Oh, they're about to bring it to the table. Oh, there it is.
It looks like something from a boat.
Thank you, sir.
So everybody stand back so we all can see.
Okay,
Oh, it's still too hot.
we are going to open this thing. By the way, while we're kind of getting ready for that, I do want to point out these 3 portraits that each come from one part of our county. We have one from Churubusco, one from South Whitley, one from Columbia City, that represents life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So after we're done with today, I want you to come on up and take a look at these cool paintings. Great artists that we have here in our community. With that, let's figure out how to get this open. Let's see. Brownie, come here, please. Now, you were around for this, right? Yeah. Okay, you know how to get this open?
People come in front of my camera, they're kind of annoying. Especially her, kind of annoying.
See if we can get. Hey, Jason. Have that screwdriver?
Now your name is not bad off. Come on.
I think what you're going to suggest.
On a knife, I don't know where. Hey, but open. The time capsule, but open. Oh, baby, a triple, just like.
They sealed it well.
He bet his knife. R.I.P. that knife.
Did it
That
seal
was
it?
50 bucks. He recording.
So we didn't know exactly what this was going to be. So we're going to try to get this pried open in a moment here. I think Jason's going to go get us a screwdriver or something, try to get in there. So just be patient with us. Here he comes to save the day.
Crowbar, bro.
Wait, are we gonna remarry that? Another 50 years since I'll be around for that? Probably not. You think they'll put it in there again and then another 50 years?
Another 50 years, I'll be 116. So I don't think I'll be around.
Well, maybe me, but I don't think I'll be living here, honestly.
I was 18 when I went in.
because I'm only 6.
Well, I was 18, so I'm older. I was older.
You're 68 right now?
Yeah.
I got it. Oh, why is it sticky? Alright, we're about to see what's in it. Come on.
Yes, it does.
I bet it smells like absolute rice.
It's a little ripe, I can tell you that.
It probably smells like
Okay.
grandma's house.
What do we got?
And everything's a
Little damp in there, okay.
bicentennial wagon.
Bicentennial wagon train pilgrimage from looks like Mayflower. Not the Mayflower. Yes.
Can you flip the pages?
Very good. We also have a big book of bicentennial activities from Washington, D.C. Sorry for everybody, I'm blocking your view. I'm trying not to.
That's why I'm down here like this.
Looks like lots of letters.
I know what this
Yes.
book is.
You do know what that book is?
This book is a copy of the Kaler and Marion History of Whitley County from 1907.
1907, Kaler and Maring, History of Whitley County.
That's an old book. Over 100 years old.
Reprint, okay.
No, because it says 1907. It's over 100 years old. Pal. That's
Ooh, we got a little bit of wetness there at the bottom. A lot of wetness. Okay. What's that?
They're like Tabby Amber.
Our American Heritage and something else. Let's see. There's a book.
That's what she said. She said pal.
A 1930 Columbian yearbook. Anybody here that graduated in 1930? No? Ooh. One's a little wet. And oh, it smells very funky too. Elders, yeah. Looks like maybe a Marshall Middle School yearbook, maybe? Not sure. High school? Marshall High School. No. Columbia City High School. Is that what it is? 1978? 76? Okay. Okay. We have lots of letters, it appears, from different churches. Yeah, Columbia City United Methodist and Troy. That's J.A. Demoni. Okay. We're going to be real cautious about this so that we can preserve as much as we can. Okay. So we're going to take out a couple more pieces, and then the rest of them, I think from a preservation standpoint, we want to try to be real cautious. That's from the First Baptist Church. You want to hold that one up? Seems like that's fairly intact. Looks like a church bulletin, probably.
She opened it. Show us the inside.
Yes, church bulletin from, did it say what date? August 21st of 77. Not sure how that got in there, but that's not for me to decide, so.
Somebody opened it.
Gates and Gates, Attorneys at Law, birth records of 1976 babies.
1976 baby.
Any 1976 babies out there? There's one. One.
What happened, bro? He broke his wrist.
Very cool.
He had his arm broken. Now
Okay, let's take out maybe one more thing here, and then I've got a couple things actually. History of St. John's Lutheran Church, 125th anniversary, and then what's that paper? Columbia City Post or Post and Mail? Columbia City Post.
It's Postal Mail.
And the Commercial
That's a newspaper.
Mail, thank you.
Oh wait, that's whenever.
Okay, so we're getting into funky territory down here.
Yeah, but this one might.
Okay,
Brief history of the Bicentennial
Committee.
from Bernice Carver.
Okay, brief history of the Bicentennial Committee by Bernice Carver. J.A. Demoni and Sons, probably a letter of some sort. Kiwanis Club's in there.
Why did they put this on the pool?
Lots of different things. So, as we get into the wetter territory of that time capsule, as a reminder, what we're going to do with all of this material is they're going to take it to the Historical Society. They're going to inventory it. They're going to try to preserve as much of it as they can, certainly, and then there will be a display of all of this material, or as much as they can salvage out of it, at the Historical Museum. How long do you think until that?
There's a lot in here.
There's a lot in here, so there's a lot of archiving and there's a lot of processing, but hopefully,
These different things
yeah,
will go into protective sleeves.
into protective sleeves and stuff. So it could take a couple months, right? Okay. So there's where we're going to let's say stop for this portion of it, and we are going to transition over to the courthouse lawn where there's a brick box that's ready to plant the new time capsule. I want to thank everybody for coming out to this part. Please transition over there, and also if you're watching live stream, just know we're going to take a pause and then we'll come back. Thanks everybody for coming out today. Thanks for being a part of history.